welcome back to my channel and to today's video, which is a house tour of my house before I touch it, before I do anything to it, showing you the real condition of the property that I've purchased. The basics are it has damp, and the floors are also damp as well as the walls, because a builder in the past, rather than hiring a skip, has put all the waste underneath the floorboards, and that means that the waste has picked up moisture from the ground and transmitted it into all the woodwork of the floors, so there's a structure of the floors, and it's rotting them, which is nice. So yeah, sit back, relax, and here is the house tour. So just for absolute clarity, I'm filming this in wide lens because otherwise it'd be really difficult to show you, but this is the front hallway. It is a decent size. There's a front door with a glazed panel and a fan light, and up there we've just got the electricity board. And then this is the extent of the hallway. There's a random brick, which I think is used to keep the front door open because it doesn't stay open on its own, and an old ratty doormat. And this is just the average condition of the walls. And then coming down here at the end, there's a big built-in cupboard that has shoe storage and hangers. This all needs to be ripped out because the wall behind it needs treating for damp. And then up here, if I can open it, it's just more storage space, and you can see there that they've got one of those dehumidifiers that's full of water because that's how damp this place is. So then we have a doorway here. We've got all the original doors in the house, which is nice, but they're quite butchered, so they're going to need some repair work. This is the front room. It's quite small because of the hallway, it eats into it, and this was used as a living room by the previous owners, but I'm going to be using it as my dining room. So like I said, it has the original door. It has a ceiling rose, which I'm not sure if that's original or not, but it's got a load of paint on it, like loads of layers of paint, and a lot of the detailing is starting to not show through. A good sized window. And here, where I've pulled the carpet back, you can, well, you can't fully tell. Let me get this bit of board up. That is how damp it is. It's just falling to bits, and you can see there the joist that it's sat on. You can't see very well there, I'm afraid, but that is pretty wet. Put that back down. So then over here we've got a chimney breast and a fireplace. A friend at work has actually got an original Victorian fireplace that she's giving me for free. I just need to go and collect it, so that will go there and replace that gas one because I'm not a fan of it. And then we also have two wall lights. It does have all the nice cornice, which I'm really happy about. And the ceiling is a little bit popcorny, so I do plan on getting that re-skimmed. And then we have the archway, which goes through to the back reception room. You can see here how evident the damp is in the walls, hence why all that gubbins in there needs ripping out, because this whole wall needs sorting out. It's this wall here, the entrance hall wall, where that corner meets the outside, this corner of the chimney breast, and then this wall of the back room. You can see where the damp's coming up there, and some more in the kitchen. But anyway, yeah, through this archway is the rear reception room, which I'll be using as my living room. It has a L-shaped staircase. This is the 70s addition to the house. Originally, the staircase would have come straight down towards the front door, but they've done this at some point to make that storage cupboard, and I actually quite like it. I plan to put some sheets of MDF at the back of each step so that I can have normal stairs with treads and risers, and paint it, obviously. It's got this big built-in cupboard because the gas meter is in the bottom of it, just down there. I'm planning to have my TV underneath here, and then over in this corner, sort of going like that, I will have my sofa. And then it has a window that looks out over the backyard, which is also a mess. It has the biggest radiator I've ever seen. It's an old one, but it still looks in good enough condition to keep. And again, a horrible ceiling that needs reskimming. But hey, these things have to be done. And through here we have the kitchen. The kitchen's actually in a really decent condition and it's really well fitted. It's not the kitchen that I would choose, but as you can see, they've absolutely maximised every inch of possible cabinet space, even down to having these 2 double tall units here at the back of the kitchen. And the cost of replacing it is just more than necessary. So all I plan on doing is changing the hob to an electric one, simply because the price of gas is ridiculous, and at some point this will probably become a rental property and it's just another thing to have serviced. I also need to check on the oven and see if that works. It looks pretty grimy, so I'm thinking I'll probably just end up replacing the whole lot, but that's not a lot to do. And I will either paint or replace this backsplash. In an ideal, I'd like to replace it, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that without ripping off the worktops. So, hey. Again, quite a big radiator for the size of the room, and then the space where the fridge would go, but I'm not sure why you'd put a fridge next to a radiator. Anyway. The outside walls, which is that one there and that one there, are damp, but that is down to blocked gutters, and the rainwater is just running down the walls and soaking them. So I'm going to get those cleared out, and that will solve that. And then here we have the back door, which goes out onto the backyard, which is a little overgrown and also has no fence. It does, however, have the remains of an old garden shed, and the back alleyway. And you can see the back of the house up there. So, we'll go back inside through the shrubs. I say shrubs, they are giant weeds. And if we go up the stairs, now pre-warning, this is not a dead rodent, it's just a bit of insulation. I screamed the first time I saw that. And we come up the stairs, all this dark wood needs painting, and all of these knobbly bobbly walls need replastering. And at the back of the house over the kitchen, we have the bathroom, as is quite typical of these properties. And we have a massive built-in airing cupboard. The house has a combi boiler now. At some point there would have been an immersion heater or hot water tank in there, which is no longer in. But that's fine. That's really, really great storage, especially for my eBay stock, because I do not own enough towels to fill this cupboard. Then over here, apologies, the previous owner left the seat up. We have the toilet, a disgustingly rusty radiator. This I think is quite cute. It's a little medicine toiletry cabinet that's built into the side of the airing cupboard, so that will just get a paint. And then over there in that corner we have a separate shower cubicle with an electric shower, and then here we have a bathtub with a separate shower head, handheld shower head, and finally the sink and me. Now I do have plans for this room, but that will be spoken about in a separate video. So if we come back this way, watch the step. My mum didn't, she went flying and cracked her elbow on the corner of the balustrade there. We have the landing, a really good sized loft hatch actually, that makes life easier getting up there. Then prepare your eyes, we're going into the second bedroom. Someone has let their child run riot in here. It's a good sized bedroom. It will definitely take a double bed easily here, and you can still walk around the end of it. Probably have a wardrobe on that wall. I'm not sure. It's the spare room. And I think, to be honest with you, I'm just going to have the whole thing re-skimmed, because I can't be arsed trying to paint over that, and the ceiling needs re-skimming anyway. And then finally, in my opinion, the best room of the house is the master bedroom, and that's for two reasons. A, its size, and B, it doesn't need much doing to it. It's very unoffensive. It's magnolia, which I wouldn't choose, but hey, could be like the second bedroom. The carpet needs replacing, the woodwork needs painting, but nothing major. It's a really good sized room. It's 4.5 by 3.5 meters. It's got the original Victorian fireplace. This house was built in 1900. And a built-in wardrobe, which is a little bit useless because it's so shallow, so I feel I will probably rip this out, even though it does look really cute with the door shut. But yeah, this is my first ever house, my own little house. I say little, it's not actually that little, it's 90 square meters, which for a 2-bedroom mid-terrace, which is what this is a pretty decent size. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour of my house. There is a fair amount that needs doing, and I'm going to cover that in future videos. So stick around if you want to see them. Subscribe to the channel and they'll pop up in your subscriptions box, or hit the little notification bell and it'll let you know when I upload one. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And leave me a like if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you again really soon with my next video.